Hello everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. I do apologise for the delay between the first session and this one, but as most of you may know by now, I got myself a new computer, effectively. It was kind of an impromptu decision, and if I realised I was going to do that, I wouldn't have actually recorded the first session. I would have waited until I got my new computer in the first place, but it was an unexpected thing. But anyway, I'm back now and itching to press on with this game. So I'm hoping that you're looking forward to it as much as I am. Alright, before we continue on then, just a couple of things to go over. So bear with me for at least 3 or 4 minutes. First of all, a quick refresher of our character. It's been a while since the last session, hasn't it? So here he is. It's Fedoran, Human Mage, Mr. Romancer. He tells tall tales about adventures gone by, about people he saved, about his skill and prowess in all things adventuring. When he's not done a quarter of what he's claimed to have done. But who's gonna know, right? So that's Fedoran, we'll see how that pans out, but he is a bit of a romancer, he is a bit of a telltale, he is a bit of a klutz. Probably going to talk himself into trouble at some point, very soon I imagine. It's just a grade A tool, but I'm sure we're going to grow to love him, because he doesn't have a bad bone in his body really, he just goes about things in a very bizarre way. He is teamed up now with Kalisha, who is a member of the party that we've been travelling with for the past couple of days. She has been very quiet, she doesn't seem very talkative, but he doesn't care, because she looks like she can handle herself. And more importantly, looks like she can offer some form of protection to him if things get a bit sticky. So, yeah, that's all that matters. I had a very quick play off camera with a variety of the different options, buttons and screens, just so that I'm not completely new to things. And what I found quite handy is that we have an encyclopedia here with a variety of different laws and things that we can read up on, and deities, and get a bit of a feel for how things are working and where we are and what's going on in the world. This is Fedoran's little black book. Not of names of people he's dated, in true black book fashion, but actually his black book of everything that he has read that he thinks is going to be pertinent to his travels, and when he has a time to chill out, usually before going to bed or before camping down, he'll have a quick glance at his little black book and just brush up on a variety of different things that he has read up on in the past, so that if anybody questions him on things, he knows what he's talking about. In the last session, something in the form of a beer wick was mentioned, and that's something that he has in his little black book, and ever knowledgeable old Fedoran knows that a beer wick is a windstorm, local to the wilds of Erglanfath, and that those caught within such a storm have the soul sheared from their bodies. So, should somebody decide to question him on what one is, he knows, you know. So I thought that was quite a little handy feature, and one which I'm sure Fedoran will be making use of to impress people with his vast knowledge of things. Anyway, we're off. We're off and travelling.
Ready when you are.
A party of 2. And we're off to find some Springberries because we are on death's door. We have a gut rot disease, we need Springberries, we need water, we need to brew a tea, and we need to do it quickly. Fedoran may be very calm on the outside, but inside, he's crapping himself. Okay, so we are encamped next to some green pillars. Very nice, but don't do anything. We have been tasked with gathering supplies, particularly from Fedoran, which we will do in a very short moment, but unless things are locked, we are assuming they are open to the company in times of dire need, and we are really in a time of dire need, because I'm dying. So Fedoran not going to blink twice about helping himself to a variety of supplies to assist him on his hunt for Springberries.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
And there is a very nervous sounding Fedoran. Potion of minor regeneration. So that increases our endurance. Endurance, of course, is short-term survivability. And then the long-term survivability is the life or something like that. Endurance goes to 0, you get knocked down, but not dead. So that's another thing worth noting. Another thing that gets me confused, and what I will say is I'm playing this blind, so it will be a slow starter whilst I get used to how things work. So if you've got any tips or hints, or if you notice I'm doing things a rather arse over tit way and there's a quicker way of doing things, or if I'm getting something completely wrong, please feel free to leave a comment, let me know. Of course, make sure it's spoiler free. There's also a forum where you can post similar advice, bit of game discussion, link of which is in the description. Feel free to visit and leave your advice there as well. I'm leaving the tutorials on for now. I will read it in my head. And most of them I think will be quite obvious, but some of them may be useful, so do bear with me in the early stages. Okay, talking to characters, it's the basics. Right, we have a breastplate of medium armour, which I think is not very good for a mage. It decreases our recovery speed, which I think is vital for a mage to be able to cast spells as quickly as possible. We need a bit of speed about us, and therefore I think this is bad. So we're going to swap that for what we've just picked up, which is a light piece of armour, damage resistance 0. Not good for the old damage resistance, but we're not intending to get hit very often if we can help it. And this is a rather flamboyant looking piece, if I do say so. But then, Fedoran is a flamboyant kind of guy. I mean, you've got to have a certain degree of flamboyancy when you're telling your tales to make them believable. So this actually is right up Fedoran's alley. The more feathers, the more tassels, the better. Right, this is medium armour, damage resistant 8, and I think Kalisha's armour is damage resistance 7, reduction resistance, same difference. So yeah, I think we'll give her that as an upgrade. And we have a stash. Now, I have no clue. I should have read up on this actually, but I have no clue what the difference is between the stash, the inventory, interchangeable, because it seems to me that we have a bottomless pit of inventory space. Is that true? Do we always have access to our stash, or do we get limited access to it in certain situations? For now, though, we've got access to it and we have tons of space, so this is really good. But not so sure that's going to always be the case. Let me know. I'll also do some reading. Okay, so we're going to speak with Fedoran. Wearing simple but neat clothes, and he seems transfixed by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
Also scratching his cheek with his knuckles, covered in uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road. Perhaps a little bit like Fedoran, maybe? A man that has been used to the finer things in life on the road, is finding it quite difficult by the looks of it. Bless his heart.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic travelling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Well, that is why we are here. I mean, we could engage in small talk, but Fedoran's dying, so we really must dash. So we'll just get straight to the chase, and let's see what you've got. Now, we have 110 copper pieces here, so that seems to be the currency. Telling us a little bit about the event. Okay, very obvious. You can buy and sell stuff naturally in a shop. That's what you do. Now, we don't know Kalisha anywhere near well enough to be splashing cash on any sort of items for her. She is going to be helping us gather Springberries, but for now, we're assuming that we are well equipped to deal with whatever we need to deal with at the moment, and therefore we won't be buying anything just yet. But it's not. It's worth taking a look. Like say, we could buy her a shield, for instance. if she can use one. I'm not sure if this is like Baldur's Gate where people are proficient with certain weapons or not. I'll have to check that as well. It's all new to me, this. All new. I'm assuming it plays pretty much like Baldur's Gate, but not exactly the same. Right, okay. What's this? Retrain character? What on earth does that mean? Okay. Well, we're not going to sell anything just yet, and we're not going to buy anything, but thank you for your patronage, Mr. Hearden.
Ready when you are.
We don't have time to waste. Fedoran reminding him that he's slowly dying. Okay, so we can use the map. Yes, very good. Now, where were we supposed...
Ready when you are.
I think Judge... I can't remember exactly what he said. The Caravan Master in the last session, as I left off many weeks ago. But I think he said we were supposed to go south to find the berries. I could have been making that up though, so... but anyway, we'll explore. Okay, this is the fallen tree that's blocking our path.
Not looking forward to trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
Yeah?
Yes, I agree. Although I don't think Fedoran will be doing much lifting. I don't think he's the lifting and carrying kind of person. That's interactable, but doesn't look healthy.
Hmm?
Kalisha, would you mind just sticking your finger in that? Doesn't look like springberries to me, but just have a look. Orland's Cradle. Ingredients. Added to the stash. Right, yeah. We'll check on certain things periodically rather than all the time. I imagine we're going to be picking up lots of things that we don't know what they are. So I'll kind of check on those in one go rather than checking them every single time I pick something up. But that just appears to be some form of an ingredient. I have noticed that there seems to be a crafting system of sorts. I have no clue what it's for. I'm sure we'll get tutorials and the game will take us through the various things as and when. Ah, Sparfell. See what he has to say for himself. And why are you not getting water? You know, there's a bit of urgency about the situation. And there's no time to be stood around. What are you doing? Smoking a pipe. Yeah, there's no time to be stood around smoking a pipe. I'm dying here.
Say the word.
This is what he's thinking, Fedoran. He's not saying it out loud.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Okay, he doesn't like to be pressed.
Ready when you are.
Fine. And I was going to mess with a man with a voice that deep. Okay, these look a little bit more healthier than those mushrooms over there, so we'll have a look at these. More ingredients. Oh, this is a bit too small. I think I'm going to make it a touch bigger.
Just say the word.
Okay, so this is the way back where we come from.
Shouldn't stray too far.
Okay.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Yes, ma'am. Ah, our first encounter with a young wolf. Wasn't it a wolf that we first encountered in Baldur's Gate? I think it was. Has it seen us? Not quite. Step aside, Kalisha. Fedoran stating now. Flamboyant dress and everything. I've dealt with many a wolf on my travel. This should not be a problem. Here we go.
Yeah?
Uh-oh. So I have auto pause on for a variety of different settings and situations, so you'll have to bear with me. I will tone them down if and when I think they're too much, but I thought it best to start slow and steady and build up your confidence, so yeah, not quite so fast and flowing combat to start with. Oh, okay, Kalisha, would you awfully mind coming and assisting? This was going to be too close to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, oh, we got little lines and everything, right, okay. Right, so you can't disengage without suffering a almost like an attack of opportunity from a Baldur's Gate perspective, from a Dungeons and Dragons perspective. So she's in melee. She's got the wolf locked down. Fedoran can now toss his spells in peace.
Yeah.
Ooh, a crit. She's critically struck the young wolf. Right, okay. So crit's giving increased duration on afflictions and things, and more damage. Excellent. Oh, for God's sake, are you taking the mickey here? Right, okay, this is quite pertinent though. The portrait will begin to fill with a red overlay, and the health bar to the left of the portrait will slowly start to... So you've got health and you've got endurance. Endurance is short term, health is long term, that's fine. What on earth are we doing? We've got a bloody scepter here. Do not run in to hit him with your fists, Fedoran. Are you crazy?
Yeah?
Right, there we go. So first encounter, it didn't go very well. I mean, we took a slight grazing and whatever else, but Fedoran rushing in, trying to cast a spell, and almost got attacked.
Ready when you are.
Almost got bitten.
Ready when you are.
Really got to work on your range, mister. Oh, well, we do have stealth.
I'll go on ahead.
Oh, that's scouting. How does that do? Scouting and stealth? I don't know if that gives us an opportunity to get the first blow in without being seen, maybe.
This is it.
Oh, wait a second. These are the Springberries?
Ready when you are.
It appears they are. Ooh, a bit of conversation with Kalisha. I thought she was the quiet one. You're the one who's supposed to be from some big shot noble family, that true? Well, yes. Our family does have some clout among the elite. Yeah? How is it you happen to come here? Is this really the time for the Spanish Inquisition? I've got the Springberries, I'm dying. Can we not go back to camp? Right, we haven't squandered our fortune. My family do not consider me an embarrassment, and I'm not ashamed of them, so the only option really available to us is saying it's none of your business, really. Although I think Fedoran is not quite saying it in that manner, but perhaps just saying, you know, don't really have time to talk about this right now, we'll get to this a little bit later. Suit yourself. Can't very well force you to have a personality, can I? Breathing in the surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Radric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle, like the rest of the lot? Not really. We're just kinda on a wander. Just gonna see where things take us and drink things in. That's usually the case with the big city. Just a little ways further up the same road. Where are you headed? She's very talkative all of a sudden. Yeah, wandering. We're just wandering. Trying to find our purpose. Because there is a purpose out there for us. We just have to find it. I couldn't judge you for that. Been half my life. Just watch yourself. You get too far off the beaten path. These lands are wild. In more ways than just one. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odima will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Yeah. Well, considering we tried to cut her off because we're rushing off to try and get the Springberry tea brewed, I don't think we're going to engage her in conversation either. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfel's getting you water any time soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you water. Okay. I mean, ultimately, I would like to talk to her and have a bit of a chinwag and find out all about her, but now is not the time. You know what I mean? Now is not the time. Okay. We get different choices based on our traits and race and whatever else. Okay.
Yeah? Ready when you are.
More ingredients. Sparfell, he was over here, was he not? Aha! Sparfell is no longer here, which means I assume that he is going to get our water. So, let's take a quick look at our journal. Find Sparfell. Well, the water is near the stream, so down here is unexplored, so... And I hear the sound of running water, which is very handy. And here is the stream, so Sparfell should be somewhere nearby. Oh! Frolicking animal. How very peaceful by the stream. Oh! Oi! Bad sign, says Kalisha. Oh my god. It's a corpse, cold to the touch. It's been here for some time, giving off a foul smell. Well, I don't think Fedoran wants to go rifling through the bodies of these corpses, given the horrific stench. So, Kalisha, you wouldn't awfully mind, would you? Okay, we've got leather armour and some more lockpicks. Okay. Well, we'll just bear this in mind, report it back to the camp. I don't think we're camped in the safest of places.
Yeah?
Once I get my tea brewed, perhaps we should encourage the camp to lift the log as soon as possible, rather than staying here overnight. Or at the very least, employ a couple of night watchmen.
What a surprise. Sparfell went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Water skins. Is this the water skins? Yes, I know about the tab key.
This is recent. Not good.
A recent camp.
What you need?
Just say the word.
Beer! Oh, oh, oh! Well. Now it's not the time for beer, we'll take it, but considering that we're on death's door, Springberry tea before beer, I think. Alright. No sign of Sparfell up there. Water skins at the ready.
Ready when you are.
You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kalisha waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you noticed her look up sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees emerges Sparfell, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves towards you with laboured breath.
Sparfell? Are you alright?
Sparfell's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. This is not good.
Ambush!
Okay, this is not good at all. Yes, Kalisha, we seem to be ambushed here. Okay, right, go, attack, and I shall run over here, observe the surroundings, and get myself ready. And somebody, they just shot me. Shut up, phone. Right, she can do a knockdown attack. We're going to focus on one enemy at a time here to start with. So, oh, hey, nice work, Kalisha. Nice work. Oh, and there we go. Oh, and there you go. He's changed his target now. Lovely. We don't want to... Okay, so just the normal scepter attack and normal attacks from Kalisha should put this man out of his misery, and then we switch our focus to him. Go, Kalisha! There we go, and knock him down again. And there we go. The range on this is not very big. Arcane Assault. What's the range on this? 8 meters. Yeah, you gotta get not too good, is it? Okay, so we've got a variety of armors: light armor, hide armor, hunting bow. We'll take that.
Just say the word.
Okay. Fedoran confirming that he's dead. I mean, I'm trained in many useful first aid skills, but he is beyond even my proficiency, says Fedoran. First aid skills. Right, damage reduction. Oh, I know about damage reduction. I read about that. That's fine. Damage reduction, I think you've got to bypass their damage reduction before you start draining their health. So if they've got a high damage reduction, you need to somehow negate that. There's nothing else of import here. Sparfall, we can't interact with him. We have the Springberries. We have the water skins. Are the water skins full of water, though? Yes, they are. Haha, so we can brew the tea.
Ready when you are.
Lovely. Not that we're concerned with brewing teas right now. I mean, we've just seen Sparfall die on us. It's horrific. Uh-oh. This is not a good sign. The camp appears to have been wiped out. This is probably an entire party of Glenpathans. This is not good. This is not good in the slightest. And there's 3 of them. Oh, this is going to call for some real crowd control. Kalisha? What the hell?
Yeah?
Right. Slicken. That gets all of them. Here we go. Oh, we got 2 of them. It's okay, we're doing well, I think. Oh, no, change focus, wrong guy. This guy is really doing some damage, I think. Oh, she's been knocked down! Holy mackerel, this is not good. Is he not dead yet? I thought he was dead. Kalisha! Get up! Kalisha! Constant recovery.
I meant to do that.
Why is it pausing? Character attack. We don't need it on every bloody character attack. I do apologise. Let's have a look. Picture. Okay, there we go. Take that off.
Ready when you are. Slip.
Why is he not dying? Okay, now he's dead. Let's go again. I think we better knock him down. I think he's going to be lighter armoured, so he shouldn't be much of a problem. Let's knock this fool down. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking. Whew, that felt like a bloody battle and a half. So her endurance is... Her health is 220 out of 253, but her endurance is 50... Right. Okay.
Just say the word.
Alright, we're just going to take everything here. We're just going to, true RPG fashion, just absolutely loot and plunder until we can loot and plunder no more. Then we'll sort things out.
Yeah?
What on earth has happened here? Ah. Yeah, this isn't great, is it? Okay, so the Glenfathan leader. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travellers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapour. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasselled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognise as Hearden. Okay, so you've got one survivor. The last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Okay. Now, if there's one thing we know about Fedoran, is he likes to tell a tall tale. He likes to profess that he knows what he's talking about, and therefore when it comes to situations where talking his way out of it is an option, he'll do that. Even if that sometimes it may lead to trouble. If he says the wrong thing, he'll still do it. And we have an option here, a law option. So it seems to me that this is going to be the option that we're going to pick. So yeah. This ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Air Glanfath. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. Right, so this is a reputation system. Okay, I'll read up on that later. We're in the middle of a conversation here. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. Kill us all? I think that's obvious. Okay. Alright, here we go again. Good old Fedoran's mouth running away with him. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you are worshippers of Gallowayne. If Gallowayne told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? The man frowns and motions as if to swing his axe. Hearden winces, but the blow never comes. Instead, the man cocks his head intrigued. Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept this charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs, or because it's what you were told? It has always been known to my people. I see. And what of Gallowayne's edict that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? You know Gallowayne would want some mouldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? What are you doing, Fedoran? The man's nostrils flare as he fumes. He would not! He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did. Just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on his axe handle, and he nearly fumbles it, affording Hearden the moment he needs to dodge out of his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. Oh, great. I mean, we saved Hearden, distracted the man long enough for him to break free, but yeah, we've just drawn his ire. Well done, Fedoran. Well done. Right. Ah! Hearden has joined our party. I mean, that nervous-sounding store person is a character you could recruit. He looks quite, well, he's decked out for a fight, isn't he? Let's have a look. He is a rogue. Okay. So he has abilities. These are all passive. Sneak attack is passive. Second wind, fighting spirit, these are human traits. Blinding strike, once per encounter. You can blind the opponent for 10 seconds, which reduces their accuracy and perception and movement. Oh, this is good. Okay, that's good. Okay, yeah, and we can switch weapon sets if we need to. So he's dual wielding daggers. That's fine. Okay, I don't think he's engaged yet, so we'll try and run away. Yeah, Kalicia's going to go and engage as the fighter. Fedoran's just going to hang back as usual.
What you need?
Alright, okay. He's going to have to engage at least one, by the looks of it.
Yeah?
Okay, he's going to have to engage at least two. That's not really great. I'll give him a helping hand. And he is going to blinding attack, I think. Yeah. Kalisha, you might want to do something about this situation. Knock him down, leave him be, and then come and help him, perhaps? Right, we've got... In fact, I can help take him down as well.
Yeah?
There we go. Right, Kalisha, go. Go, 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 go. Oh, has he killed him? Oh, he has. That was quick. Nice going.
Ready when you are.
Oi! Very efficient. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. This sounds like one of those Beerwick things. Oh, he's alive? Seated against a wagon wheel amidst a howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bowel. Okay, he's dying. Adema's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head. His eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Okay, we don't have to be told twice. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy, before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Heoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for him and topples on the rocky ground. Restrained, Heoden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. From your position, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark. Right, well, we're going to channel a bolt of energy. We're a bloody wizard. Grab a rock. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Heoden loose. Lurching to his feet, he clambers the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing off. Oh, tearing one of his hands free. I thought I was going to say tearing off one of his arms. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Heoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight.
Was that?
Such drama.
A Buick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Oh my god. I mean, did we expect to be sat around the camp brewing springberry tea, drinking the beer we found? Of course something was going to go wrong. We find ourselves in some kind of a cave, canyon, or whatever the hell this is, some kind of a ruin, with no way back, no way out, and out of the entire party we had, there's only us three left. And we are still ill.
Just say the word.
How are things going to progress from here? Well, find out next time, of course. I'm just going to take an end to the recording here, gather my thoughts and see what I need to see in terms of the new character, in terms of some of the stuff we've collected, and which will take a little time, and I won't bore you with that for now. So join me next time, yes, when we shall delve into these ruins and see where they take us. Till then, see you soon.